Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited because today is my favorite products of all times. Today is also a collab with the amazing and beautiful friend of mine, Ginny Soto. So I'm going to link her channel above in the cards and down in the description box. She and I have yet to do a collab, and we're doing one today, so I'm so excited. She is so genuine and so sweet, and you guys will absolutely love her channel, so please do go check her out, subscribe, let her know I sent you, and show her some love. So we are going to be doing our collab using my favorite palette of the year, which is the BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. This palette has gotten the most use on and off camera out of all of the palettes that I own. So this is what she looks like on the inside. She also has two highlighters here. I haven't used those as much as the eyeshadows, but I saw a lot of looks being done on Instagram with the BPerfect Cosmetics palette, and it's in collaboration with Stacey Marie, and I just had to get it. So my eyelids are a little bit stained from the last makeup look that I did because I had like a reddish pinkish shade. So I already primed my face with my absolute favorite primer, which is technically a moisturizer, but it's the Glam Glow Glow Starter. And now I'm going to prime my eyelids with my concealer because originally this would have had probably more eyeshadow primers in it, but the main one that I used for the first, I don't know, 5 months I had my channel, I think, was the MAC Paint Stick in white, and I found out that it was irritating my eyes, so it can't be a favorite. But I'm just going to pat that out, and then we're going to create a nice colorful look with the BPerfect Cosmetics palette. I can't wait to see what look Ginny has created. As usual, when I do a collab, like, I don't know what they're doing, they don't know what I'm doing, so for this look, she's allowed to do whatever she wants, I'm allowed to do whatever I want, so I can't wait to see what she decides to create. So I'm gonna start off with the yellow shade called Keen, and I'm just going to put that into my inner corner. And of course, a favorite of mine is my Jeffree Star mirrors. You guys know I own a lot of those, and I use them in every single video. So I'm going to start out with the shade Keen on both sides. And I'm just going to plot that into the inner corner. I want to do a really colorful, fun look today. Sophie is feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better. And to me, that's a reason to celebrate. So again, thank you guys so much, everybody, for all your comments and all of your love that you've given me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm next going to go into the shade Lit, which is like an orangey shade, as you can see. And I'm going to put that right next to it. My hubby got me these earrings on clearance. He was at the store, and he was like, oh, you can wear those next year. And I was like, forget that, I can wear them this year too. So here we are. Because technically, you can wear Christmassy stuff till New Year's is over. At least that's how I feel about a Christmas tree. Like, I feel like I leave my tree up from the time, like from the day after Thanksgiving until New Year's Day. That's what I like to do personally. Let me know down below how long you leave your tree up. And then the next shade I'm going to go into is the shade called Guilty, which is like a reddish pink shade. And I'm just going to put that on the outer part. And then we're going to go over top of it with one more shade. And I'm going to kind of bring that into the crease. Well, not kind of bring it, but bring it. There's so many looks that you can do with this palette, and it's from the UK. I know that Mama Mitchell uses it a lot on Instagram. And I'm really curious to try more from the brand just because this was such a great product. Actually, I need a little bit of a smaller blending brush. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild blending brush and go back into that same shade. And then we're going to go over top of it with the purple shade. I wanted to use as many colors as possible and go into like a really colorful look for this. I use this palette a lot during Pinkoween. I'm going to go into the shade Wasted, which is that bright purple. In this palette, I want to say it's like, I don't know, with taxes and shipping and everything, like I said, it comes from the UK. I want to say it's right around $50 or something like that, but so it's not one of my most expensive palettes, but it's definitely not one of my most affordable palettes, but I personally just love it. Pretty. And I know it looks messy right now, but we'll fix that. You guys know. And then I'm going to take the flat shader brush and I'm going to go into the shade Pink Me, which looks like a white shade in the palette, but it has like a pink shift to it. And I just did some kind of natural brows today. I did use my e.l.f. brow pencil again. It's pretty much all I use for my brows. I'm just running that along the brow bone. And I know that I brought that shade pretty high up, but that's just the way I like it. You can leave it further down if that's the way that you do your makeup. I feel like I'm still losing my voice, but I'm just kind of going back over that shade so that we don't lose that color. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of Liquor, which is the dark burgundy shade, and I'm just going to use it to deepen up just the very outer V a little bit. I feel like my nose is whistling. Do you guys have any plans for New Year's? I'm going to be doing a New Year's Eve look tomorrow, but I don't know what we're doing for New Year's yet. It all depends on how Sophie feels, because I don't know if I want to leave her by herself, but we might just celebrate here at the house. As you can tell, I'm still out of town, so. And I want to take the colors off the lower lash line because we're going to put other colors there. I literally got eyeshadow everywhere. My New Year's Eve look is a collab as well, and I'm excited because we're allowed to do whatever we want that makes us feel beautiful. So my #1 foundation of the year is the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. I want to give an honorable mention to the Fenty foundation, but I think I said this in the beginning of the countdown, I only chose products that could stand alone because for me, the Fenty foundation is more like a mixer foundation and not a foundation that I use like by itself. So therefore, I couldn't use it for one of these looks because I never use the Fenty foundation just by itself. So, and I have so many products in every category that I wanted to include because I found a lot of good products this year. But these were just the ones that I use the most on and off camera, the ones that I reach for the most. And this Maybelline foundation is definitely one of those. I use it all the time. I will say it is a little bit hard to blend in, as you can see that's currently happening. Actually, do I have a... Yes. Sometimes this foundation is a little bit easier to blend in with a brush. And sometimes I go over it with both items. So I have my little flat paddle foundation brush. Spray it. But sometimes that removes the foundation as well. But I do want it to remove any excess product because A, I always put way too much. And B, this foundation is just kind of hard to blend in, but once you get it blended in, it literally does not budge. Like, I can wear this on the hottest, most humid day in Virginia, and it will literally just last. So that is one of the reasons why it is my #1 foundation. And it has a nice shade range from what I remember when I got it at the drugstore. And the price, of course, is always nice when you can find a drugstore foundation that you really truly love. It's not as cheap, obviously, as the Wet n Wild one, which I love so much as well. And then I'm going to use my same concealer, the Makeup Revolution one. I have the Too Faced one here, the multi-use sculpting concealer, and that'll probably be a favorite next year, but given that I only had it for maybe like 2 weeks during this year, I couldn't really put it in a favorites. It kind of became an instant favorite, but I wanted to put products that I'd used for a really long time, and I know that that means that for the most part I only had one concealer in my videos, but that's just the truth. I pretty much only used this concealer the entire year, other than when I was trying out a few here and there, but none of them stuck. Or they were like the Master Conceal or the ColourPop concealer, where if I was doing a half cut crease or a cut crease, like they were good for that, but not for actually concealing my under eyes. Okay. And my favorite setting powder of the year, hands down, the Maybelline Fit Me. It beat the Too Faced, it beat the Ben Nye, it beat like all the expensive powders that I have, and any of the other ones. Like, hands down, I love this powder. And it's $5 at Walmart. And when I use it, my makeup lasts all day, all night. And I like to pounce it into the skin. And then I like to take a fluffy brush and take the excess and just kind of work it in, but also take it off because I don't bake per se. Okie doke. Yeah, that is definitely my favorite powder, which is funny. And I just dropped it, which is funny because my favorite powder and my favorite foundation, both from Maybelline. I think the drugstore killed it this year with face products. I think they just need to work on the eyes. Okay, so for my blush and my contour slash bronzer for this video, I'm going to use the Lunatick Lab Cosmetics Contour Book Volume 1. This is my favorite. I've used it for the entire month of Pinkoween, and I used it a little bit during Pinkmas as well. But literally, like, I love the fact that it has like the highlighting powders, the contour bronzer shades, and the blushes in one palette. And they have a volume 2, which I believe that one is the one that is for deeper skin tones. I still kind of want to buy it, but, and then I just mix the two powders. I mix this one and that one and use it as like a bronzer. And this is pricey, but I have used it a lot and had it for a long time, and it lasts for a long time. And I wouldn't say there are any shades that I don't really use, but then on the other hand, I have a YouTube channel, so. Because some people might not use like the gray tones up here, but I use those a lot for like my Halloween looks and stuff like that, so. I don't know what the heck I just dropped. Who knows? Okay, so for my highlighter today, I'm gonna use my Morphe setting spray. This is my favorite setting spray of life. So I'm just gonna spray. I actually need to buy another one because I'm using my backup. And my favorite highlighter that I bought this year, which I know is gonna surprise people, but it is the Heart Defensor e.l.f. highlighter. And this is in Coffees and Cream. I really hope they bring it back because it was like $7 or something like that. And I get the most compliments on it when I use it. And I just feel like I like to mix the two shades together to get like my perfect highlighter shade. But I just think they did such a great job with it. And for the price, I was going to choose the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice highlighter palette, and even though I'm very familiar with Jeffree Star highlighters, and I was also thinking about choosing Sarcophagus from Jeffree Star because that's another favorite. But with certain looks, I felt like those didn't look the best, whereas I feel like this highlighter looks good with anything. And then an honorable mention is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats, which I'm just going to use over top of this one. Look at how much it amps that up. But I don't ever use this by itself. I only use it on top of other shades. So that's why this could not be a number one. Okie doke. And I kind of like to blend it in with my brush or my sponge. My voice is really going today. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little, this is one of my favorite brushes of the year, hands down. But this is the Tarte pencil brush. It just has like the perfect shape for everything. So I'm going to go into the shade, I think I'm going to go into the shade Sky. I'm going to mix Sky and Recharge. So Recharge is like a cobalt blue and Sky is like a very light blue. So I'm going to mix the two initially. Bless you, somebody in the house just sneezed. And then I'm going to take Sky by itself. And can't really tell the difference, but okay. My thing lately is just to use eyeshadow as liner. Hopefully the fallout will just sweep away. Not so much. We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get it afterwards with the sponge. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Mint, which is a beautiful like minty green. I'm just gonna put that in the very inner corners. There we go. Ooh, I got some in my eye. I can feel it. Okay. And then I'm gonna try to get rid of the fallout. There's like a little tint. Oh well. Maybe I can get it afterwards. Okay. And then I'm going to take my absolute favorite like glitter, I guess, of the year, which is the Freedom shade from the Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't know if they discontinued this or what. I found mine at Marshall's and I absolutely love it. I'm just going to put a little bit in the inner corner. Isn't that pretty? Kind of over that mint shade. And then kind of just pat it with my finger. It just always adds something to the look. And I love the duochromeness of this particular shade. So my favorite mascara is the Revlon Volumazing mascara, which after this use I think is going in the trash, and I'm gonna buy a new one probably tomorrow. Because I've had it long enough. And I will say, once you've had it for a while, like it will let you know, hey, you've used me enough, because it will kind of start getting a little bit clumpy. And just put a little bit on the lower lash line. Now, I didn't use it today, but my favorite liquid liner by far is the Maybelline Master Precise. So another Maybelline product. I'm just going to spray my face one more time. And then my favorite lipstick that I chose it because I've used it the most in videos and stuff like that. And that is the Fairy Lights from Too Faced. I don't know why. It looks yellowy, but then like the bottom of it, that's not other lipstick. Like it gets that like tint of like pink in it. And if I just want a light wash of color when I have a really high like eye makeup day, which is most days, this is literally the perfect shade to put on top. So that is my absolute favorites for the year. I don't like that there's like blue underneath here, but I don't know what to do to get rid of it. So I dropped my powder. Otherwise I would go back in with it. No, but I think it's mostly gone, but anyhow. So thank you guys so much for watching my countdown. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Again, I appreciate all of your support when it came to everything with Sophie. She is doing a lot better, and I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful new year if I don't see you again, although I will have a video out tomorrow for New Year's. Please go check out Ginny Soto. She is amazing, and I know that you guys will love her. I only recommend people to you that I'm friends with, that I know, that I love, that I care about, and that I watch their channels myself. So thank you guys. Where is my thing? There it is. Sorry, I was looking for something. I wanted to spray this one more time. And did I? Actually, I was also going to use this. Hold on. Let me put a little bit of this right here. Because in this video, in one video, I did a look where I didn't use glitter. And I wanted to say that my absolute favorites of the year, other than the Stila Magnificent Metals, are the Hypnotic lights from Milani that just added a little bit of brightness. But these things are amazing, and they are on the same, like you can see how much I've used of that one. These are on the same level as the Stila Magnificent Metals, but anyhow, okay, side note. But thank you guys again so much. Please go check out Ginny. I will leave her information down below and on a card above. And I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.